Hello, everyone. It's Miss Lattimer, and today we're going to read another story from our packet called Greedy Fawn Makes the Mush by Anna Nawak. So if you are not open to this page on your packet, please open to this page. And we have to talk about two things before we start reading. All right, one of the things that we're going to do is describe the characters in this story. So we're not just going to name the characters, we want to describe them. We want to say what the person is like. So here are some questions you can ask yourself about the characters. What does the character say? What does the character do? How does the character feel? If we answer these questions, it can kind of tell us what the character is like. So the character can be nice, they can be mean, they can be silly, they can be sneaky, all different types of ways we can describe a character. All right, there are 4 words that we need to know before we start reading, and a couple of them are in the title of our book. So the first word is greedy, and we looked at this word last week when we read the story about the golden eggs and how the guy in that story was really greedy. Remember, he wanted everything to himself. So if you're greedy, you want everything and you don't want to share. So that's why I have the duck here going, it's mine. Oh, mine, 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 mine. Okay. Do you think it's a good thing to be greedy? I don't think it's a good thing to be greedy. I want friends that share with me. All right, the next word is fawn. And a fawn is a baby deer. So when a deer is just born, it is called a fawn. The next word is mush. So this is something I didn't know a lot about actually when I first started looking at this, but mush is a type of food that is just kind of mushed and ground up. So I have a picture here. This is cornmeal mush, and you can make mush out of lots of other things. And in this story, they're going to make a mush out of chestnuts. So a chestnut is a nut that comes from a tree. It's got a really nutty, sweet flavor. And so in the story, they're going to break down chestnuts into a mush and they're going to eat it. Okay. This kind of looks like mashed potatoes to me. So mashed potatoes could be a kind of mush, potato mush. All right. So remember to think about the characters. What are they saying? What are they doing? How do they feel? So that at the end of the story, we can draw them and describe them. All right, this is Greedy Fawn Makes the Mush by Anna Nawak. Every day, Greedy Fawn ate chestnut mush. Only his mother knew how to make it. She boiled water in her biggest kettle. That's the big pot down here. She sprinkled in a bit of chestnut. She stirred the pot 2 times. The mush bubbled up. Then Mother hit the pot with a stick. The mush dropped down. It was ready to eat. One day, Greedy Fawn's parents were going for a walk. His mother said, "Greedy Fawn, do not make a fire while we are gone." Then his parents left. What do you think Greedy Fawn is going to do? If he's greedy, do you think he's going to listen to his mom? Greedy Fawn's stomach rumbled. He made a fire and boiled water. Uh-oh. He sprinkled chestnut into the pot. Then he sprinkled even more. More chestnut will be better, he said. Greedy Fawn stirred the mush. He stirred it 2 times. Then he stirred it 10 times. More stirring will be better, he thought. The mush boiled and grew. It flowed out of the pot faster and faster. Soon Greedy Fawn was deep in the mush. Uh-oh. Greedy Fawn jumped around trying to get away from the mush. He jumped on a stick. The stick hit the pot. The mush stopped growing. Greedy Fawn was so tired. He fell down into a heap of mush. Uh-oh, what do you think's going to happen next? Let's see if you're right. Greedy Fawn's parents returned. They helped him to get out of the mush. Do you have enough mush now? His mother asked. I don't want any of it, Greedy Fawn said. There is too much mush. Now I know that more is not always better. All right, so I want you to think about Greedy Fawn. What are some things he said? What are some things he did? What was that last question? Let's look. Oh, and how did the character feel? Okay, so think about those and maybe put a couple words in your mind that you could use to describe Greedy Fawn. And then I want you to draw a picture right here of Greedy Fawn. And then, just like we've done in class, I want you to draw lines and add labels that help to describe Greedy Fawn. So you can just draw a line anywhere from your drawing and say greedy. Or you can say he's young because he's a baby fawn, right? He's young. You can say any other words that come to mind when you're describing Greedy Fawn. All right, I hope you enjoyed that story. Have fun drawing your picture and labeling, and we'll see you next time.